Hi, I'm back. I don't want to hear it. We're talking about Jungkook 7 before we get any further. We're talking about Jungkook 7, but I don't want to hear it. This is my third video today. Not this week, today. Because here's the thing. When different artists release their songs on the same day at the same time, I feel like I have the logic to be like, okay, I'll review one today, maybe I'll review one tomorrow or something or whatever. Jungkook decided to release his song at 9 p.m. where I live, which I'm always grateful for. Gittle, in the meantime, did 5 p.m. and I was this morning. So, like, I don't want to hear it. This is video number 3 for me today. I'm tired. My point in saying all of this is that I have an appletini, which is literally just green apple liqueur and vodka. So, and literally, this is not my first one, but I'm not here for anything today. So let's just go over how this video is gonna work, shall we? I'm just gonna run through 7. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it, and then I'm gonna give it a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1, this song is 29 minutes old, meaning I've heard it a handful of times because I looped it when I took notes, but I'm only a couple listens in, and my opinions on this song very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the manga always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, we can get started, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about this song. I'm aware, technically, this is, I think, officially speaking, an album. It's technically an album, at least on Spotify. It technically has 3 songs. Those songs are 7, the explicit version, 7, the clean version, and 7, the instrumental. Now, I don't talk about instrumentals on this channel, so we're skipping the instrumental. And I have a moral vendetta against the clean version of any song, so we're not talking about that either. We're literally just going to talk about the explicit version. Now, here's the thing. Before we continue, I feel like you need context. So, back in my army days, I was a Jungkook stan. I was a huge Jungkook stan. Like, not as big of a way as I'm like a Haechan stan now, because I just interact with fan culture differently now. But for the way I interacted with fan culture at the time, I was a huge Jungkook stan. Like, by a wide margin at that. He was by far my favorite member. My time as an ARMY has long since come to an end. It came to an end years and years ago now. But there's still a part of me that's still... Parts of my brain are still a Jungkook stan, we'll put it that way. And the idea of a Jungkook solo does still intrigue me, especially a solo, like an official solo debut. Because, at least if you ask me, potential controversial opinion warning, Jungkook has kind of always been the most all over the place when it comes to his music. I don't mean that in the Miley Cyrus way where he changes his concept all the time. That's more Jimin's type of vibe. I mean that in the sense that Jungkook doesn't really have a solo identity in a way. Like, he started out as a rapper. Who remembers when he was a rapper? I remember when he was a rapper. He's not a rapper anymore, and that's fine. But in terms of his solo songs, there's never really been anything about them that differentiates them from any other male artist in the pop sphere. And unfortunately, this song is more of the same, of that type of vibe. This song, while spoilers alert, I did enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed this song a lot. But there's nothing about this song that distinguishes it from any other song in a certain way. Like, this song could be a Justin Bieber song. It could be a Shawn Mendes song with essentially no changes made. But let's actually get into the song itself now, shall we? I already said this, but I really enjoyed this song. I really liked it. I'm not surprised that Jungkook took the classic pop route. It's very much him. But as a pop girly, I'm also not going to complain. Starting with the background music, it's great. I really enjoyed it. I think it fits Jungkook's style very well, and I think it works well in the song. Moving on to the verses, let's start with Jungkook's verses, okay? He had 2 verses, and both of them were good. I enjoyed both of them. However, they are not the 2 strongest verses in the song, at least if you ask me. Because Latto's verse was exceptional. It was excellent. Her flow was phenomenal. It was really just all around a moment. She ate. She devoured. As for the pre-chorus, it's good. I liked it. It was solid. I didn't think it did too much. It didn't really do that much of anything. But I also don't think it really needed to do a ton. And what it did do, it did well. And it flowed well into the chorus. And speaking of the chorus, it's amazing. I think of Jungkook's parts of the song, it's probably the strongest because I was jamming. I was unabashedly jamming. I was having the time of my life to this chorus. It's great. I really liked it. Now, I feel like I must address the elephant in the room for those of you who have heard the explicit version of the song. Yes, he says he'll be fucking you right. Now, do I care? Not particularly. I said in some Monsta X video forever ago that overly sexual lines make me uncomfortable. And people were mad at me because Monsta X are fully grown adults and they were like, let them sing about sex if they want to. That wasn't my issue. My issue was the level of cringe that the line had. I forget what the Monsta X line was. It was something about riding, like a motorcycle or something. It was something along those lines. This line is not that cringy. Do I think it's still a little cringy? Yes. But like any line about sex is going to be pretty cringy. And on the scale of cringe, this one's not that bad. Also, I'm calling this right now. I am a prophet. I have not checked Twitter, in spite of the fact that the song has been out for long enough, I would say. Someone on Twitter is going to write a manifesto saying that Jungkook is specifically, they're going to use the term paving the way, because of course they are. They're going to say Jungkook is paving the way for the normalization of idols talking about sex, and I don't want to hear that. Because A, it's a lie. B, I just don't want to hear it. I think it's a stupid point to make, and I don't want, like, it's like when people were saying how he was normalizing having tattoos. And I will never forget, I saw this one tweet that was like a picture of a bunch of his tattoos, and it's like, I can't believe Jungkook really normalized having tattoos on a music show. And people dragged them for filth in the comments because they were like, are you good? Like, idols have had tattoos forever. Idols have been having sex forever. There are married idols actively promoting. There are idols with kids. Jongdae just came back with EXO. He has 2 kids. Like, I know the manifesto's coming. I'm probably going to see it because I'm on Twitter way too much, and I will not be a fan of it when I do. Big picture, though, of the Jungkook solos, I would say this is probably the strongest. However, of the canon that is the Bangtan hiatus era solos, I won't say this number 1. I'm going to stand by Jimin's Like Crazy as number 1. However, this can be a close second because this song is very good. But that's all I have to say about the song. So with that, it is score time, and overall, I'm giving the song a 9 out of 10. It's a great song. It's a bop. I will be streaming. So yeah, 9 out of 10. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Can I just say, actually, that's all I have for you today is part of my just standard outro. I definitely said it in both of my other videos, and it was a lie, because now this is actually all I have for you today, because I'm getting into bed after this. But while I will be in bed editing, feel free to comment. Comment whatever you think about the song. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter, @s_albumreviews. I'll link that in the description, along with every other Bangtan-related review that I have done. So you can check all those out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!